Hey guys, it's just Cloth here, and today instead of this Monster Legends Leaks video, we have a bunch of new leaked events, as well as a new leaked Mythic moveset, and all of the breeding combos for the new Dream event. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first leaked event is the Choose Your Path of Rotten for all and Calamedic for owners. So if you have Calamedic, you can try to rank them up, and if you don't, you can try to rank up or get Rotten. And then we have a Monster Witch Sellers event where you will be able to get or rank up Pure Panel for Sir Valgar. Both of these are pretty good monsters, so I definitely suggest trying to either get them or ranking them up if you already have them. And then we have Malarion's moveset. So Malarion is going to be the Golden Legends Pass monster, so let's go ahead and see if he's worth spending money on. Alright, so he looks like he just does some very heavy magic damage, and he's supposed to be an attacker, by the way, so very heavy magic damage is pretty good, and he has a double damage, one extra turn move. The only problem I have with this move is Anticipation. Anticipation can just kind of kill him. And then we also have a Random Hater skill to itself, which isn't that good, and it only does moderate damage to an enemy. I suppose the Random Hater could be okay if you get the right one, but it's random, so you can't really guarantee that. He also has a moderate magic damage to all enemies with a curse to all enemies, so that is a pretty good move. But overall, this monster doesn't seem worth spending money on. And then his special removes positive status effects from all enemies, heavy magic damage to all enemies, curse to all enemies, bleed all enemies. That is a very good special. But of course, you're not going to get the special every time, so we're not really going to think about that too much. And then we have a new thing that they're adding in the new era called the Beasts. So basically, these things will just help you in battle, I think. The swapped out beast will enter cooldown finishes. There will be a beast area where you choose what beast to use. They'll give better stats and new abilities. Okay, so yeah, they will help you in battle, basically. And of course, these will be in the new era. And by the way, if you didn't know, the new era is called the Metropolitan Era. That was leaked like one day ago, I think. I don't think I made a video on it yet, though. So yeah, Metropolitan Era. And along with it, beast will be added. And it looks like this is actually a better description. So summoning a beast when the battle starts will boost your Metropolitan monsters depending on their elements. So you'll get the fire one right away, just when it starts, and then the water one is up for grabs. Hopefully he's not pay to win, but I kind of feel like they're gonna make him pay to win just because they're giving you the fire one for free, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And it looks like, oh, you can collect shards to unlock in beast dungeons, and there will be a new beast available every season, so by the end hopefully they'll have one for each element. So yeah, pretty cool overall. And then we have Free Testor Slayer Marathon, which I don't really want to go too in depth over because we did already go over this, but basically Free Testor's rank is going to be at rank 0 immune to torture, at rank 1 immune to possession, and at rank 3 life regen to all allies. So overall, that's a pretty good trait. Oh yeah, and we have that the water beast is going to be named Rahab. And then we have the Metropolitan Era right here. A new era is coming to Monster Legends. Join us to discover new features, a generation of monsters, and ends of hourless fun, or endless hours of fun. The big release is around the corner. So yeah, definitely playing this era. It sounds pretty cool. And then we now know what street talents are. So those were all of the millions of talents that I went over in my last video. There were like a lot of talents that got leaked, and they are apparently street talents. So it looks like you will get them whenever a Metropolitan monster gets to rank 1. You just get a random one, but it is only an entry level one. So you're going to want to get the better ones by doing the dungeons. And I believe that the dungeons that you get, these are just Era Sagas, and the monsters that will have them are right here. Chapter 1, Malarion, Super Dream, Don Canine, Satman, and Mr. Not Found. So Super Dream is going to be super easy to get, and Don Canine is the free Legends Pass monster, so you should be able to do these free to play at least. Oh yeah, and Satman is free to play, so you should be able to do at least 3 free to play. We don't know about Mr. Not Found yet, and Malarion is the Golden Legends Pass monster. So yeah, definitely do all the ones that you can though. And then there will be a Metropolitan Era event where you will be able to get Nebula, which is the new kind of Ludum, but it will be used on Metropolitan monsters instead of corrupted mythics. And you will get these chests through time challenges and events. So yeah, definitely do this event. And then just like every other era, there will be books, and we will get the season 1 book right away. So if you get every monster in season 1, you will get a ton of great rewards, but honestly, you're probably not going to do that if you're free to play. But if you want to go ahead and pay to win, just get all the monsters, feel free, you'll get a ton of great rewards. And it says down here again that Metropolitan monsters use Nebula to become stronger, so to rank up, and other mythics can use it too apparently. So yeah, you can use this on all your other mythics, just like how you could use Ludum on mythics and cosmic mythics. Oh yeah, and as far as getting Nebula goes, there will be dungeons, just like there are Ludum dungeons now that you can do once per day. There will be Nebula dungeons that you can do once per day. It says that like right here, something rank up survival dungeons, I think that's it. Or no, this is a whole different thing. So these are a completely different thing, but the ones that I was just talking about will exist also. But these are for getting Nebula and exercise for your favorite monsters in a survival dungeon. So definitely do this too though. And apparently you can auto loot. If you get to a certain point that you're happy with, if you like can't go any further, you can just click auto loot and it'll fight for you, which is definitely pretty cool. And then we have the Dream Team breeding event. So it looks like you'll be able to read Super Dream and Sapman, but again, I don't see Mr. Not Found on here, so I honestly have no idea how you were going to get Mr. Not Found. It says down here for completing the Dream Team book, you can get Mr. Not Found cells, but in order to complete the book, you need Mr. Not Found, so I'm honestly not sure how you're going to get him. But of course, these are the combos for the Super Dream event, where you'll be able to get Super Dream and Sapman super easily. These are like super simple combos, and these ones are a little bit harder, but they're still pretty easy. So of course, I will make a full guide on this event once it starts. And we did already kind of talk about the Dream Team book, but basically you'll just get a ton of great rewards if you end up getting all the dream monsters. And apparently you can get Mythic Nebula from that, so that's always useful. And of course, as far as the Legends Pass goes, you can get Dawn K9 out of the free one, as we already saw, and you can get Malarian out of the paid one, and then you can buy the other monster, which I honestly forgot its name. Oh yes, Skitherus. So I don't think we know who that is yet, though. I don't even think we have his moveset yet. And apparently the Legends Pass will have some street talent, so definitely buy it if you want to get ahead, and it'll also have a bunch of Nebula apparently, and a special Era Dawn reward, which is pretty cool. But then it says there's even more if you obtain the Golden Legends Pass, so maybe this is just out of the free Legends Pass, so definitely do the free Legends Pass if you can get a street talent, because that'll be really helpful. Oh, but then it says if you get the Golden Legends Pass, there will be one more street talent, so it'll probably be way better than the free one too, so if you want to get ahead, definitely buy that. So that is going to be all I have for this week's video. That is like a ton of stuff that we just went over, so many new events and information on the new era. Let me know down in the comments what you're most excited for, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.